Cute glasses. I really like this one too. Well, you're gonna hear me say that a lot. The rings give it this nice contrast. Normally, I leave the imperfections on a model. I think they can add to it. I'm not trying to be pro natural beauty or pro unnatural beauty. I just try to make art. And since this was a doll photo shoot, I deleted all the imperfections I could and smoothed everything out, smoothed up the color. But the red against the gray and the cream color of her hands, how they're a little more reddish towards her underlying fingertips and her palm. Love it. And then it goes more out to a light cream color. Wonderful. The cuffs, the cross, the texture of her hair, just great. And behind the heart-shaped glasses, just wonderful. Just such a good work piece. And you have to remember, I've only been doing photography for like, I think by this time it had been 2 years. I think I had only been doing photography for about a year. So I learned film, and then I learned art, and then I learned photography, and a lot of the core foundations and fundamentals overlap. But what I'm really happy with myself about is in film you have to get a lot done in not a lot of time, and so I brought that over to photography. So I'm very good at visualizing and considering what I can do with the time I have, and so I will make choices to maximize the time constraint, and that's something a lot of photographers and artists don't do. I'd be talking to other artists in my art classes, and they'd say things like, "Oh, this is taking forever," and I would say, "Well, didn't you consider that before you started?" And they'd say, "Well, no, I didn't." And I'd reply, "Well, I mean, that's the very first thing I do. Like, you see me staring at a blank canvas for maybe 15 minutes, and everyone's wondering why, and the teacher's wondering why. But then I start, and most of my projects, take half the time that they would otherwise, because of color choices. I'll probably only work with like maybe 5 colors at the most. Nothing too complicated. Like, it can be complicated, but not overly so." And my classmate was just like, "Wow." I would get that a lot too. Like, this guy that looks homeless is not as dumb as I thought he'd be. Story of my life.